At Arizona State University, we're bringing world-class education from our globally acclaimed faculty to you. Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online. That's a degree better. Learn more at asuonline.asu.edu.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're going to be decoding some digital breadcrumbs, really, from NBA fans.
Yeah, it's interesting stuff.
We've got this big cluster of search queries, all focused on Stephen Curry's recent, situation, and the Warriors games against the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Right.
Think of this as like your quick guide to understanding what fans are urgently asking right now.
Exactly. These searches, they act like a collective pulse, telling us what the basketball world is really fixated on. So our mission here is basically to dissect this data, pull it apart, and give you the core understanding of Curry's status and why these Warriors-Timberwolves games matter so much.
Okay, let's dig in then. I mean, the sheer number of searches, things like Steph Curry injury update, and that constant question, is Steph Curry playing tonight?
Yeah, that one's everywhere.
It just paints such a clear picture. Everyone wants to know if Curry's okay, if he's healthy. That's the big question.
And what's really telling, I think, isn't just how many searches there are, but how people are asking.
Yeah.
That urgency in, is Steph Curry playing tonight?
Right.
It points to this, game day uncertainty that's really got people hooked.
And it gets pretty specific, too.
Yeah.
We're seeing hamstring injury, even Steph Curry hamstring.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like the actual nature of the problem is kind of out there.
Precisely. And the focus on hamstring plus searches like left hamstring strain recovery time NBA.
Oh, yeah? Saw that.
And grade 1 hamstring strain recovery time NBA that tells you fans aren't just aware an injury happened. They're actively trying to figure out how bad it is. What's the usual recovery for this type of thing?
Right. And that leads straight to the next big question.
Yeah.
How long is he out for? We see how long is Steph Curry out and how long is Curry out for? Just popping up all over.
Yep.
It's like the clock is ticking in the fans' heads.
It's interesting how quickly people jump to, trying to estimate it themselves, searching for recovery times for specific grades of strains. It really shows you have a fan base that's, they've learned to analyze injury news, haven't they?
Okay, so shifting gears just a bit. There's also this huge focus on specific games. We're seeing just tons of variations of Golden State Warriors versus Timberwolves.
Oh, absolutely.
That matchup is clearly a big deal right now.
Yeah, the volume and all the different ways people search for it, full names, GSW versus Wolves, Warriors, Timberwolves. It just highlights this massive anticipation for these specific games. Maybe it's a rivalry heating up or, big playoff implications.
Could be.
Yeah.
And then beyond just the teams, we see names like Draymond Green, Steve Kerr, Gary Payton too. People are looking at the whole picture.
Right.
And then kind of out of left field, there's a Jimmy Butler Timberwolves search. Real throwback.
Yeah. Those related names, they give us the context, right? Searches for the coach probably mean people are wondering how the team adjusts without Curry.
Strategy.
Yeah. Other players mentioned maybe they're seen as guys who need to step up.
Yeah.
And that Jimmy Butler one, who knows? Maybe just a reminder of some memorable past Wolves games.
Looking even broader, we also see general searches like NBA games and NBA news. There's even a Cavs schedule thrown in. So this isn't happening in a vacuum. It's part of the bigger NBA story.
And if you connect that, it suggests Curry's injury and these specific games are being tracked, across the whole league. How does this affect standings, playoff pictures, that kind of thing?
This one word that popped up as a search really hit me. Patience.
Yeah.
Just patience. It says so much about the fan experience, doesn't it?
It really does. That single word probably captures that mix of worry, but also the understanding that you just have to wait.
Yeah, nothing you can do.
It's a pretty poignant reminder of how invested fans get emotionally.
We also see all the different ways people refer to Curry. You've got Stephen Curry, Wardell Curry, Steph. Curry Steph. He's just a massive name.
Those variations just underline his star power. Doesn't matter what name you use in the search. Everyone knows who you mean.
And it really looks like a specific recent event might have kicked off this surge in searches. Things like, what happened to Steph Curry tonight?
Right.
And did Steph Curry get hurt?
Okay.
Points to a particular moment.
And the immediate follow-up with Stephen Curry update today confirms it. People want the latest news right after whatever that incident was.
Okay, so if we boil all this down, the main takeaway is Stephen Curry's dealing with a hamstring issue. That's causing a lot of uncertainty about when he'll be back.
Yeah.
Especially with these big games against the Minnesota Timberwolves coming up.
Exactly. So while the type of injury seems known, the crucial things everyone's searching for are, how severe is it really, and what's the actual timeline for his return, especially with those Wolves games looming.
So here's maybe a final thought to leave you with. In this world where we have instant information, or at least we expect it, the way this uncertainty just lingers around a superstar's injury, it really highlights how unpredictable sports injuries are. And that constant search for clarity, even when it's hard to find, makes you think about the impact of that information gap on the fans.
Definitely something to ponder.